Welcome to Chris Veve Journey, where I take you on a trip to Veve, always as an adventurer, never as a financial advisor, so please invest with caution. Today we will talk about the new drops happening today and tomorrow, the Elsa drop and the Wally drop. We will talk about what happened with the drop yesterday, and I will give you some advice how you can have a better chance at securing a drop. But spoiler alert, there is no way to make sure you get a drop. And I'm just stating what people have talked about a lot. So I will talk about that first. And if you want to, you can skip that part. Then I will talk about a little bit about perspective, to not be so angry at drops when these hiccups happening. And yeah, that's going to be it. I guess we roll the intro and come right back. And we're back. Yes. So, yeah, what happened with yesterday's drop? So a lot of people were experiencing a variety of technical issues. I even had one. I didn't see anyone having that one. That's interesting. So a lot of people weren't able to log into the app at all. And during the drop itself, when you were hitting the buy now button and you actually made it to the window that said that buy now, you couldn't do it. Like if you clicked on the buy button, you received an error message. There were several error messages displayed while we kept spamming the buttons. Yeah, so there's a variety of problems. Some people didn't see the green truck. They didn't know they had bought something, but they did get something. Other people were not so lucky. They didn't get anything at all. So I was under the lucky ones. For me, that was interestingly enough. One of our devices didn't work. That was the most weird problem. So I usually have two tablets that we use, and those tablets were side by side. And looking at them, they had the countdown running. And I always make sure they don't get the display doesn't shut off. So I keep the displays on, and they are both running the timer. And I was looking away, I was looking back at the tablet, and I saw one tablet was at 5 minutes and the other one suddenly was at 8 minutes. I was like, what? That was weird. So I got out of the mask and got back into the buying mask. And then it stated it was about to take another hour for the drop. And I was like, what the hell is happening here? So no problem. I just go out of the app and get right back in. So that was a mistake. At that point, I couldn't log in again with the tablet. So that tablet was gone. Only a phone and a tablet left. But I was still able to secure 3 pieces and was really, really lucky. I secured 2 rares and a common. So I was really lucky, but I know a lot of people haven't been that lucky at all. Actually, if PayPal didn't act up, there was a chance to get even a 4th one. But I had a problem with PayPal at this point. That was annoying, but yeah, I mean, that's not a big problem at all. I was lucky still. So, first things first, I got 3 pieces because I was really consistent. I was staying on the ball. The last piece I got was 18 minutes after the drop. 18 minutes. I was consistent. I was staying in there. I was trying hitting. I was shooting my shot, and I was rewarded. And that was actually the only one where I saw the green truck, right? That was the only one I saw the green truck. The other 2, we did get those, but we weren't even aware that we get it. That was quite funny, actually. So, yeah, let's talk about the problems itself. Let's see what Ecomi had to say about it first, right? So, that's a drop info. Wasn't what I was looking for. So that was what Ecomi said. Yeah, they sold out quickly as expected, which is a weird statement because it was not as quickly, I guess, as they expected. Getting a drop 18 minutes later is completely new and different, right? So, and they say they had a third-party provider, they were not scaled properly at the drop time, and that caused the performance issues. If that statement is correct, or if Ecomi didn't scale properly in advance, we never know. Doesn't even matter at this point. I think I can believe what they say. and I think we all have, well, some of us have not the right view about scaling a company. If they say they need to scale, it's not just hardware. It's not about renting more servers. I think the main problem, and that will everyone know that has worked in HR before, is to get more people, more professional people. Like you can't even say I pay double and you get just the best. Even then you will have people that have they are not as qualified as they seem. So it's hard to get so many new people so quickly. And I guess that will be one of the problems. Like it's a guess. I have no idea. But I mean, I have no facts. I have a lot of ideas. I have no facts, right? So, but I guess that will be a hard thing to find the right people. And it also depends on how the software is coded. Maybe it's not even that much of a hardware problem, but more of a coded problem. That was an idea I got from someone else. So I thought I might state it here too. Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to make, well, if you want to better your chances, let's say it like this, there's a few things you can do. That's what I do. And if you already looked for someone else's video who told you what he can do, then you might have heard about that. So what you can do is, like what I do is I take my phone, my tablets, whatever, at least half an hour before the drop. I get into the settings and I clear the cache. I clear the cache in the Veve app, and I clear the general junk that is in the software. On Android devices, it's pretty easy. They have like in the settings you can clear the junk pretty easy. So junk files gone, cache gone. I deactivate all messages. I delete all messages I got from another software. I close all apps that are running, and then I restart it. I restart the whole thing. I connect my devices, usually via a LAN connector directly to my router. I do restart the router, so everything is restarted, everything is fresh. I deactivate the Wi-Fi on my router also, so there's no other device in the Wi-Fi. So it's only connected to my tablet. I also use a phone, and for that I use the LTE, just to have two different pieces running. I think that's a good idea if you're able to do that. I don't think it's very successful on LTE, but for the weird problem that might occur, that for any problem my router isn't working, then I have still my LTE that I can depend on. That's why I'm doing that one. And yeah, so I do that so that I can't be mad at myself. I actually did everything I could. And I do that in time that if I restart my devices and I'm being logged out, I will have enough time to log in again. I will have enough time to check for any hiccups that are happening. And that's why that when one of my devices yesterday shut it down, like I couldn't get back into the app, I wasn't even mad about it. I did everything I could, so I'm not even mad about it because there wasn't anything I could have done. The device was ready 15 minutes in advance, and then it just didn't work for whatever reason. The timer went off. Whatever, right? And I wasn't even rewarded for not being mad. So that was interesting to see. So the other thing is switching your own perspective. We are entering the Web 3.0 era with all these metaverses coming up, with the Veveverse coming up. We really need to realize we are early, not in the Veve app itself, but on the creation of the metaverses and having licensed product that will be used in the metaverse. So that's so metaverse, I guess, not metaverse, metaverse. Excuse me. So taking all the financials aside, being there, having the experience, and being able to learn so soon, that alone is worth so much. And that's what we need to understand. And the high gains you can make in these apps like Veve or even Omi, those gains come from being early and come from working with the early problems. That's the reward. You could wait for another year and wait until the app is fully functional, they have everything figured out. And that's an idea. Like if you get too mad at drops, do that. Come back later. But if you come back later, you need to realize the gains won't be there. Not as high as they are now. So yeah, it's basically an exchange, right? You spend your energy, you spend your focus, even spend your money, but you do get something in exchange for it. Now, will these gains be monstrous? Will these gains be small? Will you even make a loss? You can always take an L, right? That is part of the game. But at least you're in the game. That's why you can win, because you're playing the game. If you don't play the win, if you don't play at all, you can't win, right? That's the thing. So don't get mad. And if you go mad, always think about that being angry is poisoning yourself first. That's the first thing that happens. You poison yourself. If you get mad, it's bad for your blood pressure. People die from high blood pressure. The stress is bad for you. Too much stress causes people to die early. So I don't know. You're hurting yourself. Do voice critic. Do voice critic online. Do that, but do it in a kind, well, maybe not too kind, but in the right way, right? You know what I mean. Don't go on there. Don't just scream. Don't try to just vengefully hurt the company just because you're mad about the drop. That makes no sense. And also look at the point in life where you're at. If you think it's too stressful and it's not worth your time because maybe you make $500 an hour, right? That's possible. So if you that kind of guy, or even make more money, I totally understand that these 10-20 minutes ain't worth your time. I get that. If you feel like that, it's possible. It makes sense. I get it. But for me, like if I can make $10 in 10 minutes, that's still a great payment in my opinion. That's way more than I make at work. So yeah, I would love to do that. For me, it's easy. It's just a simple numbers game, and I have fun with Veve. Don't get away from the fun. The fun is the part that should drive you, in my opinion, because that will automatically make you successful. If I would have just gotten a rare yesterday, I would have been super happy already, because that's the piece I wanted. I wanted to have that in my collection, and I would have been fine. Now I'm not just super happy, I'm even pretty successful. I got a set completed. That is great. But this is just on top. It's on top, and I see it as on top. It wasn't expected that I hit that. Expectation was 0. That was my expectation. Hitting it high is just awesome. My expectation was 0, and if I didn't get anything, that would have been my expectations being met, and that would have been fine. Might have gone and tried to get a Puma on the aftermarket. Yeah, would have been. I would have tried to look for a good deal, but I saw so many good deals not being able to get snatched. So yeah, that's a hard thing, right? So that's just my thoughts on that. Let's get to the news about the drops. So that's the one from today. It's the Frozen drop. Elsa from the Frozen Disney Animation Studios movie, which is pretty interesting, right? That's not just a Disney movie, it's a Disney Animation Studio movie. That's the one where they do the 3D animation stuff while not being Pixar. Most people thought when Disney acquired Pixar, I guess they acquired them for roughly 3 billion, right? Not million, billion. So I guess people thought that all the 3D animation by them is done by Pixar, but it's not. It's two different companies still working. So yeah, Elsa, as we had with all the others, or with the first one, right? So that has an edition size of 12,333 pieces and is a blind box with $60. And the rare is Mickey Mouse hat when he was the wizard in Fantasia. Pretty cool movie. Edition size 6,333. Just like yesterday, that is happening today again at 12 p.m. I wish you guys luck. And tomorrow will be even more interesting because we have Wall-E. And Wall-E, for me, like the Elsa one, I don't really need that. In my opinion, I don't need that in my collection. I don't care too much about it. I will do the drop, of course, but that would be just gains. That would be simple gains that I could acquire. What I'm really looking forward is this drop. I will need Wally, and here we come to a problem, because here's something different. Wally has an edition size of 10,333 pieces, not 12,000 like Elsa and Huma had. That is a sixth less. So that will be interesting. So expectation for me on this drop is not getting anything. With this drop, especially not getting anything. That's my expectation. If I get the common, I'm lucky as hell because I want this thing in my collection. I love Wall-E. So awesome. I'm such a big Pixar fan. When I was around 2022 at that time, that was German. At that time, I really wanted to work at Pixar. I even had some of my 3D work being in a publication and stuff, but it never worked out. I guess I should have just tried to get to the States and do my thing, but yeah, I didn't. So, of course, I need that one. So the rare, if I don't get the rare, I'm not too mad, but I would love to have the rare. I can see the rare not being so high on the aftermarket because there's many people that don't really know what the rare is. It's a Pizza Planet truck from Toy Story. And I think it's pretty special because this truck is seen in many other Pixar movies. They always make him appear as an Easter egg, so that's funny. Would love to have that. That would be awesome to have that as a complete set. But like I said, expectation is to get none. I guess I would be able to buy Wall-E. I don't think I would be able to buy the pizza truck, but we have to see in the aftermarket how it works. And this one is again at 6,333 pieces. So that's the same. It's just Wall-E that has 2,000 less pieces. So maybe we should check up the app. Maybe in the app we see something different. Maybe this is a mistake. So I would check in the app just right now. Can we see it? Yeah, here's Wall-E. So let me check. We can't see him here. Okay, he's you can't check for the edition size yet. Okay. So I guess then this is what it's going to be. The edition size will be, yeah, we can see it. Okay. So edition size most likely 10,000 pieces, which makes it harder to get one. And yeah, we will see what happens. Okay, that's all the info for today. Thanks for being here. Thanks for always coming back here. I have some people that comment a lot on these videos. So thank you guys especially for taking out your time of your day to watch these videos. It's really, really appreciated. I appreciate every like, and I would love to see more people subscribe. It's really fun to do these videos and to interact with all of you. So thank you for that. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Let me know in the comments which one would you want more, Elsa or Wall-E? And do you really need one of the rares? Do you want that in your collection? I'm interested to hear. See you guys tomorrow.